All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be talking about my portfolio. Let's talk about some December updates that I made to my portfolio, some of the stock buys that I did, and how the general portfolio is performing over the past month. Spoiler alert, the portfolio is actually performing pretty decently over the past couple of months, and I'm going to talk about what kind of reinvestments I made, as I do track everything that there is with my portfolio, all the buys, sells, anything like that. So we are going to get into that in this video. As well, what I do want to say is if you guys do enjoy these videos where I share my portfolio, please continue to subscribe. Up to 3,682 subscribers. I got dyslexia. I'm just kidding. No hate on the people who have dyslexia, but 3,682 subscribers, so please do subscribe if you have not done so. Last video is doing fantastic. We're 2 out of 10, which is great, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos just as much as I am making them. So in today's video, we're talking about some buys that I made over the month of December. Now, going to my first buy, what I have here is I track everything on an Excel sheet, and here I bought 4 shares of KONY at $25.47. Now, not only do I track it in Excel, but I also track everything on the dividend tracker. I could put a link to that, or just go to the dividendtracker.com. It's a great website. I don't get paid for this. This is a free service. So what I would say is go check it out if you're interested. Now, KONY, I bought 4 shares, reinvesting a lot of my dividends from the previous month. So if we're just going to where I bought KONY, see 4 shares of KONY, roughly 25.47 USD. So about 150 total right there, Canadian. I reinvested a lot of recent dividends from the KLIP dividend, and then obviously USOY, TSLY, and the previous month's dividends. Now, what I did was, obviously I bought 4 shares of KONY, and how have they performed so far? I'm up almost 5%, 4.71%, and that is after KONY paid their dividend of about 113% annualized. Now, KONY, let's see if we can find that dividend all up in here. So right here's KONY. You can see that they paid me a $13.39 dividend on 4 shares. This is in Canadian dollars. And I did have to subtract the tax, which was $2. But we're looking at about $11.39 there from only 4 shares. And I'm currently up on the position, so KONY has done very well. And we can see here, over the past even month, 5 days, KONY has been doing fantastic. They paid their dividend, which was right here. They were down to $23, but shot right back up again to $26. And in the previous video that I actually made, this one, investing $100,000, I actually made a little prediction for KONY and Coinbase, which I basically said I do think they are going to continue to appreciating, just because at the current moment, although there's a bit of a slowdown, it is still appreciating hard past this $153 marker. And so I do think KONY and Coinbase are going to continue to appreciate pretty nicely. So I might be looking to buy a little bit more in the future. Now, my second buy. The second buy of the month was KLIP. I bought 5 shares of KLIP at $16.60 for a total of $85.95 USD. Now, when looking into KLIP and my investment here, I bought 5 more shares. KLIP, that brought me to a total of 150 shares. So my KLIP basis is now up to 150 shares. I'm down about 10% in the position, but I'm receiving fantastic dividends. A 50% dividend annualized, 48.94% annualized dividend. You divide that by 4, it's roughly about 5%. So in 2 months, I'll be making this 10% loss back, which I'm sure I have, and more with KLIP. I do currently receive over $100 of KLIP, which I will show you right now in my December calendar. It is my biggest payout, $101.61 at the current share price and dividend of KLIP. So those were the 2 buys. I do think KLIP is going to continue to perform as it has. Now, KLIP over the past year and 6 months has trended down, but we are starting to see a little bit of sideways movement. And the great thing is, although KLIP is trending sideways, so is KWEB, because KWEB is the underlying asset that it tracks. It is the CSI China Internet ETF. And basically, KLIP tracks the performance of KWEB, and KWEB is entering kind of like a little slight downtrend, or a stagnant period where it's just kind of trending sideways out of really a pretty big recession from 2021. And I do think there's a lot of potential in KWEB to appreciate up to this $40 level. So I have no problem buying more and more shares of KLIP. KLIP right now is probably one of my more favorite cover call ETFs due to the fact that it holds really well with KWEB. You can see KWEB up about 1.5%, and KLIP is lagging behind about 1% or so. But when KWEB falls, KLIP doesn't necessarily take all of the downside, which I've noticed, and that's why KLIP's share price has remained relatively stable over the past 6 and even 1 month. I know the 6-month calendar doesn't look like it, but it's remained pretty solid while paying out 50% dividends, so we have to keep that in mind. So those were my 2 buys. You can also see here, KLIP, I just bought that, what was it? I bought it yesterday, 5 shares at $16.60. So those were my 2 buys. Now, since we got over those 2 buys, why don't we see how my portfolio has done, not only for the past month, but for kind of the long-term history here. Now, September 12th, 2022 was the first time I really made this portfolio live on the dividend tracker. It was sitting at about, you could see on the right side right over here, you could see it was sitting at roughly about $2,000, $3,000, and over the past year has grown to a 8,000 USD marker. And my average monthly income has soared up to about $203, annual income about $2,500. So the portfolio over the past month has been doing really well. All these big blips and stuff you see here, those have been reinvestments from not only dividends, but my own money that I put back into my stock portfolio. But over time, you could see the trend is upwards. And as we continue to reinvest all these dividends, we are going to see that trend get steeper and steeper. And one thing that's also cool is in my Excel file here, what I do have is my monthly invested chart right here. You could see the slope is getting steeper as we're investing more and more, and our dividends are returning higher and higher. And you can see here on our monthly dividend amount, you could see last month $165 was the most we've ever received in dividends. And if you guys aren't aware, I also have that kind of tracked up here so you can see how my dividend income has performed over time. Now you can see for November it was $165. December is going to be hopefully a lot more than that, closer to this $200 barrier. But you could see with the introduction of these high yields, my monthly income has soared higher and higher every single month, with relatively not as much reinvested every single month. So that is kind of how my portfolio is doing. It's trending in the right direction. We're reinvesting, doing everything we can to not only increase the capital gains of our portfolio, but also the monthly income. Because at the end of the day, cash flow is king. And the more cash flow we can get, the more we can reinvest and the faster we can grow our money and compound it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you guys liked what I reinvested into. Give me your thoughts on what I reinvested into. Are you investing into Coney? Are you investing into KLIP? Anything you guys mention down below in the comments, I will likely get back to you. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you guys did anything to your own personal portfolios in the month of December. Let me know how you guys are doing for your annual income. Anything you guys want to share. Don't worry if you don't want to. It's all good. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please do remember to subscribe. We're up to 3,682 subscribers, so get on that, guys. I want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys do take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.